Hi everyone! Welcome to the final week of our M3 Creative Academy Christmas Music Workshop. My name is Darby Gerlicher, and in this video I'll be teaching you how to play the advanced version of Silent Night. Matt Murray composed this for us and it's beautiful. I love how there's such a variety of styles in the Christmas music we've learned this year, so I hope you enjoy this piece. Let's get started at the beginning. So we start with this flowing arpeggio going down in your right hand. So as we start with the right hand, I would really encourage you to read the notes carefully in this piece. Take your time. Look at each chord carefully, note by note, to make sure that you've got the right notes before you move on. So let's start with that right hand in the first line. Here's the figure in the first two measures. So start mezzo forte and flow the notes down, decrescendo as you move down, and try to connect it. You can use the pedal. You see the pedal markings. That'll help you connect that arpeggio so it flows nicely. And do it again with a different chord at the end now. And now moving on to line 2. So you've got B flat, C sharp, E, and F sharp. Now moving up on the keyboard. Notice that switch from A sharp to A natural. Line 3. So again, read each of these chords note by note carefully. Here we move up the keyboard again. Here on these last two measures of the first page, we have a squiggly line moving down these chords. That means that you roll the chord. Instead of playing it all together like that, you play one note at a time. So really savor and enjoy these chords. And there, really enjoyed that one, especially with the fermata. Then we move on to page 2. So here that chord, that low, it's hard to read with those ledger lines. Low F sharp, A, C sharp, and D. Then for the first ending, and then you'll play the same chords for the second ending. Now for these last 4 measures, you have arpeggio figures in both hands. So again, read the notes carefully and slow down. We got a molto ritardando written in that second to last measure. So slow down and enjoy that arpeggio. Great. So as you play the right hand, you'll notice that the melody is always in the upper part of the right hand. We want to have a long melody in this piece. We don't want short, one measure at a time. We want to really flow, carry that melody through long lines. So this will give you some more strength building for your pinky and your fourth finger as you're bringing out the melody in that upper line. So see how long you can carry that melody, just like a voice going over the piano, so you can hear it throughout. Now let's look at the left hand. So at the very beginning, oof, that's a lot of ledger lines. But you see you've got an octave here with 2 Ds. That's also a low D. So all those ledger lines, I'll save you some time. It's a D. So here, move your left hand gently. You don't want to race over here. If you go too quickly, you might end up playing a note super loud. It might be, you might hit it a little too hard as you're catching it fast. So to gently move, you can switch on that note from 1 to 5 before sliding up. See how I'm switching fingers on that note. You can try that there. Now in line 2, this is a repeating figure throughout. So again, don't rush these changes in positions to get up to that F sharp. If you go too fast, you might hit it too hard. So take your time, get up to the F sharp. Sometimes this will be the figure instead. It might change a little bit, but you can read those notes. It's the same general figure throughout. And then we already looked at that last arpeggio at the ending. So I'm going to play all the way through the piece now. I'd like you to follow along. And it's especially important to follow along so that we can figure out the first and second endings. So I'll shout out some measure numbers as I'm playing the repeat so you can follow along. Here's Silent Night. Here's ending 1. And here's measure 5 again. You can come out a bit because it's mezzo forte. Here's the second ending, measure 31. Let it fade, and then you can release your hands in the pedal. All right, enjoy learning Silent Night this week, and I hope you have a really very Merry Christmas. Thanks, everyone.